Now let's talk a bit about music. Upcoming artists experience many challenges in the industry, and Boetzo is one of them. He is a Soweto-based artist and produces music using a variety of sources from drum machines, plug-ins and live instruments. And his inspiration comes from his love of music. He joins me in studio. Good afternoon to you, Boetzo.
Afternoon, how are you, Cindy?
I'm good, thank you. So how did Boetzo come about? I'm sure at birth you had a proper name.
Yeah, okay, my name is Graceful.
Yeah.
And obviously I go by the name Boetzo.
Yeah.
I used to do music in church. I was a pianist and I was a singer as well in church. And that's where my songwriting skills started. And piano skills as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not much of a pianist, but I know how to produce.
Yeah, you've got that Anthony Hamilton kind of vibe about
thank you. So much,
Fred Hammond, you know what I
Yes.
mean? So your inspiration, the love of music in itself, had you always known that you would be a producer, composer and a songwriter?
Not really, hey, but in my family, music is a big thing because everything started with my granny. She used to sing with people like Maria Makeba and them. But back in the day, you know, when those political things happened, she didn't go with them, she stayed behind. And then I always heard her sing when she was cooking, you know, making food for us. And that's what I heard, no man, hey.
And the environment is important because children emulate pretty much what they see around the household. So you decided that you were going to do this as a vocation. It's going to be your 9 to 5.
Yes.
But obviously it hadn't been easy.
No, it's not easy. But I see every challenge as a stepping stone. Reason why is because in my family, like I said, there's a lot of youngsters that want to be musicians. So I make sure that I go through every challenge or through every stepping stone so I can guide them properly.
Yeah. And key to that is access to market or being able to at least have your work published and recorded.
Yes, it's easier. It's much easier now because especially the internet makes things easier. There's a lot of distributing companies that artists, especially like independent artists, has access to. So you don't really need to go through a record label, or how can I say, you can be independent and still reach millions of people out there.
Yeah, I mean, we had the organizers of the upcoming Artist Music Awards about a couple of weeks ago, and that's primarily why that platform exists, to ensure that they try and nurture and grow emerging artists. But you're not emerging, I mean, you're 10 years in the game.
Yeah, I've been working with quite a few people.
Yeah. And give us a sense, for those who might not be familiar with your work and the fusion of these drum machines. I didn't even know there was a drum machine. I always thought, you know, the conventional instruments. But I guess, you know, technology is now brought...
Yes, like back home I have a studio, I have my own studio. So you don't really need to have all the live equipment. You just need to have the proper software and I'll say samples, for those that know what samples is. Samples is like when the stuff that you use to your drum machines and all those things. And that's where you make your songs from scratch. You start like with your, can I say kick? Do you understand what's a kick?
No, you're going to have to explain it very briefly.
So kick is like your bass drum. And then you add everything on top of that, like your snare drum, your hi-hats and all those things. And you have your full drum mixture.
Oh, look at you flex with the terminology. Excellent, I see what
and from there, then we start going to your bass line, and we go to your piano and all those things. And then afterwards, if you're ready, you just go warm up the voice a bit, and then you start singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but what does the music speak to? Because it does have to have meaning, isn't it?
Yes. What I normally speak about in my music is mostly based on relationships. Especially, I like singing to the ladies. No, I like singing to the ladies. Yes, but what I sing to the ladies is something beautiful. It's most likely to encourage them or the truth.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you proposition somebody, you just belt out in song, or you're saying, you know, your music is influenced by not only the idea of love, but the fact that there is that one person, you know, who gives you butterflies and that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yes, I do have that person, yes.
Yeah.
But another thing is when you write music, you do get that creator's block or writer's block. So we do have challenges when it comes to doing music as well. You're not always on top form, but you shouldn't give up.
Okay, so your music, for those who want to sample, is available on Spotify and I imagine all other electronic platforms.
All digital platforms, yes.
Digital platforms. And how has it been received? What are the ratings?
It's been received quite well, especially the song Destiny. I'm doing it with 3 other guys. One of the guys is from Kalawa Jasmine. Shavul is in the group of 2.5, and my brothers also, and another family members also on the song. Like I said, we're a family of musicians.
Exactly. I mean, just in your network alone, in your circle, you've got heavyweights. I mean, Kalawa Jasmine has recently celebrated, I think, over 2 decades in the business.
Yes.
Of course, they released the likes of Mafiki Zolo, Bongo Muffin, Boom Shaga. So, hello, you're definitely in a league of your own, and keeping the right networks as well. How has that collaboration just boosted your career?
It's actually quite well, man, because what happens is when you do collabos, the person come with his package, someone else come with their package, you put it together and make it a bigger package.
Yeah.
And especially you get someone who's been in the industry longer than you, but they see the talent that's within you, and then they grab you, and then obviously it helps you grow.
Yeah. Yes. I want to talk about the competitiveness of the industry, and I know as South Africans, really when we put our minds and to it, you know, you bring out brilliant work that can stand against the best internationally. In your view, in terms of the quality of music, dance, and just the sector, your observation as to where it is and room for growth as well?
I would say, if I have to speak about South African music, because I'm also a radio presenter Sundays, I play R&B music, so I play a lot of local R&B music as well. So you can hear the comparison between South African music and international music. I will say we're on the same standard now. As South Africans, we really grew quite a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Definitely excellence, par excellence.
Yes, we're doing well.
And it's great. I mean, it's improving, and I think, you know, the minute we leave the confinements, not only limitations in our own mind, you're able to achieve
so true.
Above, or you know, equal to your peers globally. Before we let you go, you do have a performance. If people want to come and see you, book you, the manager also tagged along.
Yes.
How busy are you? And what is your rate, by the way?
It's up to our manager, so we don't have a specific rate. It depends on where.
But isn't that the problem? And that's why in the industry you'd find that your clients tend to negotiate because so and so had booked you at a lower rate. At least have a benchmark.
Yes, but when you have a good manager, he does his work well, and then at least you can take something home and smile. Yeah. When you get home with the money that's in your pocket, because he does do his work well, and then he gets the gigs, he does his negotiations. All I do is perform. Yeah. And enjoy it afterwards.
And you enjoy it afterwards. You're in the Free State later on today. We saw the ANC Deputy President earlier on. So do you, in terms of your clientele, are you a little bit careful so that you're not associated, be it politically or any other brand where it might compromise you?
Yes, I don't see myself as a political singer. I see myself as a singer for the nation of South Africa. So I am a bit skeptical and a bit, how can I say, careful. Yes, because I don't want you to say, oh, the singer belongs to that party, and then someone else doesn't want to invite you. No.
Okay. So now, just as we sign off, young people, again, wanting to get into the business, like anything else in life, it doesn't come easy. You need to put skin in the game. It comes with, you know, personal sacrifice, discipline. Yes. Just your word of encouragement for those who really are passionate about the music industry and want to be in it.
I'll say, do you, be you. The reason why I say do you and be you is don't insult yourself by trying to be someone else. Because the minute you are you, you're actually blessing us with what God has given you to present to us.
And your obligation to God is to respect the gifts that He's given you and use it to glorify Him.
And to make sure that I maak my gift klaar. I finish it.
I get you. No, really appreciate it, Boetzo. Of course, he is on all digital platforms. The song we'll play out with is Destiny.